I had a really good job, moved up fairly quickly. Out of nowhere, I got fired. It took me 7 months. And this is a woman with a master's degree to get another job. Maybe that job wasn't for you. Maybe that opportunity wasn't yours. Hey everybody, it's Belinda. Today, I'm gonna talk about being encouraged. I've talked to so many people who were looking for a job and they feel discouraged because they haven't heard back to set up an interview, or maybe they've had the interview and they haven't heard back from the employer and they're starting to feel discouraged. They're starting to feel down and they keep saying, well, what should I do, Belinda? What should I do? Honestly, the answer is, what can you do? What is within your control? That's all any of us can do. What's in your control right now? Take a deep breath. You will get past this. Concentrate on something else. Think about something else. Keep moving forward. You haven't heard back from the resumes that you sent in to the employers. Maybe look at your resume again when you have a fresh eye, maybe the next day, maybe not today, the day that you're feeling down or feeling discouraged, but maybe tomorrow, look at your resume and see what needs to be changed. But today, take a deep breath and know that this too shall pass. This discouragement, this feeling of maybe nobody wants me, the feeling of maybe I'm not good enough, that will go away because you are good enough. People do want you. Just we don't have you in the front of the right person right now to appreciate you. I'm gonna tell a story about myself. I too felt down and sad and not worth much myself. When I got out of college, I had a good job in the social service field. I had a really good job, moved up fairly quickly in the time that I was there. And then what felt like to me, out of nowhere, I got fired. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't at the time see it coming. I was young, so I didn't see it coming. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do next. Talk it over with your parents. They give you encouragement, your friends and family encouragement, but it didn't really make me feel that much better. So, I started praying, started focusing on what I needed to focus on, what I could do in my control. It took me 7 months. 7. And this is a woman with a master's degree. 7 months to get another job. Not for the effort of me not looking or going on interviews, but it's just nobody was calling me back. Nobody was calling me back after the interview. And nobody was calling me back from my resume when I sent it in. And I was very discouraged. 7 months for me was a long time because I like to stay busy. I love to work. People who know me know that I work all the time and then I love to work. So for 7 long, miserable months, I just felt down. And I remember I was in Savannah, Georgia. That's where I was living. And I remember the landlord was paying my rent and the landlord came to fix something in the house. I think it was some kind of electric something. And I was like, this is the worst I've ever been in. This is horrible. Not apartment, just feeling, just my life. My life was just miserable. And he was like, your life could be so much more worse. It could be so much more worse. But you're on the here and now. You need to think about what you got going on right now. Yeah, you don't have a job, but somehow you're still able to pay your rent, which I was because I was getting unemployment. But you're still able to pay your rent. You're not homeless. You still have food to eat. And it took a minute for me to just take a deep breath to comprehend what he was saying. Because sometimes people tell you something and it takes a minute for it to comprehend, for you to kind of get what they're saying. Because sometimes right in the moment, that's not what you want to hear. So you're not comprehending it. You're not taking it in. But maybe later, sometimes the next day, that you're like, that does make kind of sense. Maybe you need to focus on that. So today, I'm talking to you. If you are discouraged, if you're feeling like nobody wants you, you've applied for several jobs, you haven't heard from anybody, that you went on interviews, you haven't heard from anybody, it's not you. There may be things that you need to change on your resume and your interview, but it's not you. It's not that you're not worthy, because you are. It's not that you're not valuable, because you are valuable. Maybe that job wasn't for you. Maybe that opportunity wasn't yours. And maybe the opportunity for you is so much more better. That's what happened to me. So I know that can happen to you. For 7 months, I applied and applied and applied and applied and interviewed. None of those jobs was meant for me. That wasn't what my destiny was tied to. So although you're discouraged now, just know there is light. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Keep walking. Just keep walking forward. I hope that I see you at the next video. Again, keep walking, keep striving. I'll see you at work.